No, you're number 203.
Danger Island is everything I ever dreamed it could be. The large area of broadleaf forest proves that man never obtained a firm foothold here. It provides safe shade for many nesting birds and a surfeit of humus to enrich the developing soils. The few palms that are here provide food enough for the giant bobber crabs that can open a coconut with ease. Everything points to the fact that man never managed to tame Danger Island. And if that is so, the chances are that he didn't bring his rats.
There is the first breeding record for Danger Island. First record of a brown ruby.
Absolute proof that there aren't any rats here.
It is.
All the white ones. I wonder how many are there, nesting up in the trees, but they always breed on the ground, do they?
Yes, yes.
Not like the redfoots all up in the thing. I wonder how many red-footed boos we got there.
Thousands, but these are really special. And round the corner, we've got 3 Tommy chicks.
So we can see the whole life cycle. I mean, this one's got the perfect launch pad, hasn't it?
Yes.
Way off into the ocean.
Indeed.
Ready? Go!
The last 2 survey dives of the expedition. The first out along the transect line, northwards towards the centre of Darwin's old lagoon. What the divers find is a prairie of living stag's horn coral in shallow water for as far as the eye can see. This is the classic profile for the edge of a large lagoon, Darwin's Lagoon. On the other side of Danger Island, David Bellamy explores his way down over the edge of the reef into the depths of the open ocean. At only 35 feet, he finds the black Dendrophilia, normally a deep water coral. But its presence here is a sure sign that the transept is crossing a reef channel connecting the open ocean to the lagoon of Darwin's Atoll. Here the plankton surges in and out, enough for all, even for the deep water corals. The facts begin to fit. Beyond the edge of the reef, 100 feet down, an enormous grouper, perhaps 500 pounds, patrols his territory, dwarfing the divers. This is to be a dive that none of them down there will ever forget.
This one over in there, and the Gore Gallery is just about beginning.
Yeah, so you can see it go deeper down, you know, with just the odd bit like that.
You know, if we want proof that the Chagos Bank's living, that dive did it, because we've got just about all the corals that we've seen anywhere else there, between 60 and 80 foot, going right down to the bottom of the Indian Ocean. And we yesterday's dive with that fantastic flat thing, 5 miles wide,
5.5 miles.
the actual edge of the bank, completely covered in the staghorn coral. And that, man, is a living reef. I don't think we want any more proof until we...
The Chagos Islands are indeed all that remain of a giant atoll that sank beneath the sea. But it is far from dead. Here, in the remotest part of the Indian Ocean, an island called Danger is alive and well.
Dead coral rock, pock-marked and eroded by the ebb and flow of the desert sea. It's just like Darwin said, all that's left of what must have been one of the largest coral atolls in the Indian Ocean. But we have been privileged to look below the pounding surf and to learn the true secrets of Danger Island. This section of the reef isn't dead. In fact, the reefs of Danger Island couldn't be more alive. The coral communities are seething with life, each year producing new rock that is keeping the heads of Nelson, Eagle, the Three Brothers and Danger Island just above water. There lies the lagoon, but between me and that gigantic bowl of water is a flat rim, at this point almost 5 miles across, and it's covered with a forest of stag's horn coral, an unforgettable seascape alive with fish of every shape and size. On the other side of the island, it's a very different picture. A narrow reef front falls away in a series of spectacular cliffs down to the blue-black depths of the ocean. Yet the reef front, the top of the cliffs and the front of the cliffs are covered with a veneer of living rock that is gradually growing upwards and outwards into the pounding surf. 2 months of hard diving have given us a series of snapshots, mere glimpses of the whole reef front. Yet it's enough to tell us that everything between Nelson way up in the north and Danger down here in the south is alive and in a good, viable state. Now, our final job before leaving these islands is to remove every trace of our stay here, because you see, man has been here in the past and he's left his mark on these 8 square miles of dry land. Yet, since his departure, nature in her own way has healed the scars, and even where coconut plantations mark the order of more than a century, the broadleaf forest is coming back into its own. Only Eagle Island is silent, devoid of the clatter of nesting birds. On all the other islands, where there are no rats, the nesting birds are back in their tens of thousands, and many of the habitats are full to overflowing. Just listen to them. Man has fought and he's lost his economic battle for a place in this living system. Yet, in these days of super package holidays, these islands may be in danger from man once again. But you know, the fact that we've been able to come here in 1975 and discover over 250,000 birds nesting on these islands, birds about which we knew nothing before, emphasises the remoteness of this place. Surely this is one area of the world where man needn't try to train nature to live along beside him. The Great Chagos Bank should be and could be left forever in its natural state.
Alpha November Golf November, this is Bravo Alpha India Sierra.
The work of the Joint Service Expedition to Danger Island is complete, all objectives have been achieved. Stop.
The life of the coral reef, both above and below water, is outstanding in quantity and variety. Stop. The expedition is of the opinion that the Great Chagos Bank ranks as an area of international importance, and strongly recommends that it should be recognized as a marine nature reserve. This is Bravo Alpha India Sierra, closing down. Over and out.